Hi everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Ice Cream and today I'm gonna show you some kind of tactic or rush that you can do with Mexican Civilization on game Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, as you can see on the background. Well, anyway, let's go back to the tactics. But before I do it, before we get into strategy, let me show you the challenges, daily challenges that you can complete on the game to obtain some skins for your hero for the civilizations of Mexico and US. So here in the top part, right top corner, you will see an event that it's actually Mexican Party. Yeah, as my title of my old video, and you can see many challenges that you can complete in order to get the skins. Okay, so there are 31 exactly challenges, and you can complete 3 per day, just 3 per day. So don't miss up on this chance to getting these amazing outfits that I'm gonna show you in some moments, in some seconds. This right here. Okay, so you can get the astronaut, the the astronaut skin, actually the Uncle Sam skin too, for US civilization for the hero, and here two skins for the hero of Mexican civilization that is actually kind of dress like mariachi, and the other is a classic general but in green color that actually reminds um, to the jalapeno pepper. Yeah. So let's call it the jalapeno pepper skin. So this is the 4 skins that you're gonna get for free, in order that if you complete the 31 challenges back below. This is a limited time challenge, and they're gonna be available in the game. And I don't know for how much it's gonna be available, because this video says that it lasts for 34 days, 12 hours, and 10 minutes and 36 seconds. But I think I recorded this video on the background mm, 3 days ago, something like that. So let's say that you have at least 30 days more to complete this challenge that will be completed on 11 days. So in general, you can complete the whole event in 11 days, but there is 30 days left out, at least by the date of this video, to you that to end it up this event. Okay, I'm sorry, my mind is a little bit messed up as always, but anyway, let's go back to strategy. That's what you're looking for. The challenges here, you can complete them pretty easily, doing some kind of adjustments to the match on local match against the EA, intelligent in artificial intelligence, the EI. Okay. You can complete the challenges against the EI pretty easily. So you just can adjust the settings before the match starts in order to get the more advantage situation for every mission. In this case, well, let's go back. Let's go back to the strategy and the rush with Mexican civilization. That is the most important thing for this now. Okay, here's my deck, my personal deck for Mexican civilization. It's something that I created, and it's my personal recommend for all of you. Okay, as you might know, at least for this moment, Mexican civilization, it's a pay to win civilizations. That means that you have to pay in order to get them, and it's pretty strong. It's a pretty strong civilization. And for the details and the kind of versatility and diversity in units, military units, I think that is the best civilization on the whole game because of that. Okay, so you can get into a revolution with many civilizations, step back and go back to Mexico, or you can do another revolution into revolution. That means that once you get revolution with your civilization, you can do it once again to change again into another civilization. And that's a unique thing that Mexico has, and I think that is the most incredible part of it. Actually, there's no the only advantage that Mexico civilization have against the other civilizations. There's also an advantage that let you get revolution on the third age. That is pretty early in the game, and it's actually not that high on cost. It's kind of cheap. There's no the best civilizations to get revolution on the third age, but in the fourth age you can do it too. So in case that the match is going a little bit bad for you or a little bit wild, you can get revolution on third age, and there's no problem. That can save you ass, and maybe in the future you can get back to Mexico. That is pretty expensive, as I said, but it's an option too if the match lasts much longer. Okay, I'm gonna explain the deck here because it's pretty important as the base of the rush and pushing and economy of Mexico. So the most important building in this civilization, it's called Hacienda, that actually can give you a lot of things. Okay, it can give you food, it can be give you gold directly to your sources, so you don't have to waste some time with the civilians, yeah, the villagers picking up the resources off the ground or something like that. No, the resources go directly to your account, and that's so good, to be sincere. So it's like a bank, but at the same time gives you some food. It can generate villagers too, population. That means that you can use it as houses. I think that with a card that you can get from getting from one age to the other, I think that with a card you can use it as houses, and these haciendas can actually get some kind of population value, like 20 of population per each hacienda. So that means that you can have maximum of 6 haciendas and actually 120 population by that method. And well, actually can generate cows. There's also another card that you can get for getting into one age to the other, passing from one age to the other. You can get a card that actually enables you to recruit some military units in the hacienda directly. I don't know exactly who they are, but I think that it was a kind of shooter with a revolver, um, uh, a unit on horse, yeah, a chivalry unit, and I think that a kind of military unit like a sniper or something like that. The the salteadores. I think that the name is salteadores. Okay, you can get salteadores, chinacos, and bandoleros. Yeah, those three units on the hacienda directly with some cards improves. So as I said before, not just because the diversity of functions that the hacienda has, because of the economy and constant support for you for your sources. The hacienda building is pretty important for Mexican civilization. It's one of the best buildings ever existed in this game. So um, that's the reason that the first two cards gonna get some haciendas. Okay, each card represents an hacienda, as you can see in the first line of the first age. Um, the second card of the hacienda gives you another three civilians that push your economy a little bit stronger. Okay, the third card enables the hacienda to collect the animals surrounding in order to get them grouped and stop chasing them all around the place. At the same time, it enables you to create cows with a little bit of growing in the process. So it makes the things easier for food economy that is pretty important for Mexican civilization. You will see why. Okay, well, the other cut there is for creating soldiers faster, and ables you the next one ables you to create dragons on the second age. Okay, so you can start making dragons. That is a pretty strong unit of chivalry that is especially strong against another chivalry units. So that's the most important, and it's an exclusive unit from French civilization, and a couple more than French civilization, but I don't remember the other civilization that got access to the dragons. But I think that originally they are just from the French civilization, and with this card you can build dragons on your chivalries too. The second age brings you some interesting cards. The first one is for destroying buildings. The first card of the second age gives you 500 of food directly to your sources. And also, if you destroy some enemy buildings, you can get more food than just the 500. How much? I don't know. Nobody says, not even the card. But it is important because the food is so important to Mexican civilization. I can explain to you with the next card. Okay, and we have 700 of food, 700 of gold. That is pretty important for resources and for getting to third age. But the important card in here is the 12 soldiers. They're kind of militia soldiers or something like that. It's a pretty cheap unit that just costs food, okay, and it's pretty strong. It has not much life, but it's so massive because you can create this kind of soldiers, this kind of unit by groups of 10. At the same time, it doesn't take much longer to create these units, are kind of fast create units. At the same time, it reminds us to the Russian civilization with this block house and the cheap unit that I just don't remember the name. But well, anyway, this unit is pretty cheap, and you can mass up the enemy with this unit. The advantage of this unit is that it's pretty strong, low HP but pretty high power, okay? It can destroy buildings pretty fast. It can fight against chivalry with advantage, and at the same time our speed, okay? This unit, it's naturally slow, but with the next card what we have here, that it's called macheteros or something like that, you will get the speed on this kind of unit that enables you to reach the enemies, because this is a melee unit. You can reach the enemy units and fight against them by melee, and you will defeat them pretty fast, okay? So this is the strongest unit that I found in Mexico civilization. The next card is to just improve this military unit, and the next two cards are, of course, military units that we need to support, or strong army made by just one unit, that is the militia or something like that, revolutionaries or something like that is the name of this unit, okay? That is pretty cheap. On the third age, we're gonna get some cannons to help improving the attack and the pressure to oppositives. And at the same time, we have another card that supports our army. That is a card that enables you to build your chivalry just with wood and food. Okay, that's the reason of this card and the justify of it. The other two cards, actually three cards of third civilization, focus on chivalry because the chivalry of Mexico is not that strong. But as you would remember, on the first age, we get the card of dragons. That means that we can build some dragons and the third age, and they gonna be cheaper because they gonna cost just wood and food. At the same time, they're gonna be stronger. At the same time, they're gonna be created faster, and you can get some reinforcements too with this strong unit of chivalry that it's from Germany or something like that. I don't remember it all, okay? But this is another card that will helps you chivalry to get stronger, and that's basically the third age. The fourth age, it's pretty focused on factories and get a revolutionary units or revolutionary army. This card that is on the fourth age and it's not the factories enables you to change all your military units that are pretty cheap, all the revolutionaries or something like that, militianis. I don't know what's the name of this cheap unit that just cost food. They turn into revolutionary army and they get pretty strong by this change. Okay, so it's a card that can change everything if you have a whole massive army made of cheap units and turn them into a little bit expensive units as revolutionary soldiers with a lot of advantage in the middle. Okay, but there's some modifiers to this deck that you can do to make it stronger. Okay, here's some modifies. I will take these cannons away and enables the last card of the deck that actually enables some military units that is called Soldado. It enables the Soldado to carry a grenade a grenade thrower. That means that they can turn into grenadiers for free, and the grenadiers that you the soldiers or grenadiers that you're gonna make after this card get received enables you to do a massive damage on area and of course destroy a lot of buildings pretty fast. Mexican civilization have bombermans too. That is the classic unit, the classic kamikaze unit that enables you to destroy any building that you want pretty fast, but this is an improve to that. So depending of who you're fighting with, this card can get so much sense on the deck, or maybe it's unnecessary depending of your enemy. Okay, and as I said before, Mexico is maybe the best civilization in the whole game because of the diversity of military units that enables you to do a lot of things with the same civilization. So you can attack with bombermans, with cannons, with chivalry, with military units. You can turn into revolutionary civilizations and get some civilizations pretty alike to US, to Chile, to Aztecs, to Mayans, to every single civilization, because you have many revolutions in the process that you can do, and you can pick depending of the war that you're fighting and of course the enemy and the counter that you need to. You can get revolution into European civilizations too. I think that there's Spain and France able you there. So there's so many civilization and so many variants of military units, so there's no unique deck for Mexico, but this is my personal best choice for it, and I would prepare and I would personally recommend it to you because it's pretty good and it's pretty strong and it's focused on rush and a massive rush at minute 8, at minute 9 or something like that. I know it's not too fast, but you can defend yourself in the process and push the enemy back. Okay, so before to end up this video, I will say that I will do a demo of this strategy, a demo of this gameplay with this special deck, and I will show you how it works step by step in the next video. But at the same time, if you want to know the counters of Mexico, the natural counters are the civilization with a massive boom of economy at early game. That can be US, maybe Spain with in some maps, maybe Portugal. They can be the counters by economy. The counters by unit for Mexico will be, of course, USA within national Gatlings, and of course the original Gatling owners, the Portugal civilization. I would say so. So these two are the natural counters to Mexican civilization and are the most recommended if you want to fight against Mexicans. Well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will show you the demo of this deck in the next video. Hope you like it, and see you next time.